Hold it, hold it, hold it. For the love of Jane Russell's big fat horse's ass on toast, stop ringing that goddamn bell. Shit the bed. Well, howdy, folks. Come on in. Well, from the looks of them fancy britches and sassy little hairdos, y'all ain't from around here, are you? So where y'all from? What? I didn't quite get that. Ah. Obviously all y'all is mutes, 'cause you wouldn't be fucking with me now, would you? No, no. See, the last guy that fucked with me ain't having a real good howdy-do today right now. Y'all city slickers think you can come in here and just waste my whole goddamn day, don't you? Well, the hell with that. Get the hell on out of here. I got me some chickens to be dealing with. Look, if you don't quit doing the asshole shuffle and pick one of these goddamn options, I'm gonna come over there and put my boot up your ass. Well, fine. Fine. You can just stand there and kiss a dog's titties for all I care. I got me some reading I gotta catch up on if you don't mind. Christ. Get this here thing on. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, that's a picture of the Grand Canyon or my ex-girl one. Yeah, let me see here if I got it. Oh, darling. I would purely love to bite you in the ass, take the lockjaw and have you drag me to death. Oh, yeah. Oh, my Lord. All that and flexible, too. Damn. Let me see here. Turn-ons. Oh, shit. Long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners, puppies. Fuck. Oh, turn-offs. Rude people. Violence. Clowns. Fucking whore. What the hell are you all still doing here? What, are you in love with my ass or something? Well, why don't you just get up off that couch and come here and kiss me on my ass then? Jesus Christ. Oh, well, fine. It is now official. You have just wasted most of my fucking day. It's lunchtime already. Damn. You will excuse me, won't you? Well, thank you very much. One of them juicy motherfuckers. Oh, yeah. I love this shit. Oh, damn. Y'all gotta get a laugh, I'm telling you. I bet you these go over real big at the police station. Damn. Well, fuck you very much.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, hello. What's up?
Happy Friday.
Yeah, Friday. It's finally Friday, man. It's been like so freaking cold here. They canceled school like 4 times for my kids this week. It sucked.
Oh, not for them.
Well, not for them, no.
For you,
for
guys,
me,
you guys.
it's damn punishment for me.
Yeah, it's not cold here. I mean, it chilled. It was kind of warm last month, right? At least it was here. It was unseasonably warm. It was ridiculous. We were touching 80 degrees like 3 weeks ago, and now it's cooler. I mean, when I say cooler, like 70-degree highs, and thank God. I don't want it to get too hot too fast. I enjoy my winter out here.
Ugh.
My winter is like my autumn here, my spring.
True.
But how's everybody doing? It's been a long week. I have, let's see, 6 more days before I will be adiosing to the land of Mr. Miyagi in Bonsai.
Oh, nice. Absolutely. Yeah. That'll be great.
So you know that mode you're in when you're at work and you're just trying to fucking just get your shit caught up so you can just say,
Yeah.
God, dude. And it's just, and stuff piles on. It's like, no, give me less. Cause it's like the closer I get, I'm trying to chisel away because I have to have all my work done before I leave. But it doesn't stop people from dumping shit on me still. It's like, stop. Right.
Are you going to go to any of the Mortal Kombat filming locations?
First of all, that was Thailand, you fucking racist.
What?
And first of all, it was filmed in Thailand, and they're supposed to be Chinese monks. So you got none of them right. Jesus, look, that's right, Tom. What's up, man? The land of Mario and Pokemon.
Yeah.
So we wanted to go to Universal, and I want to go to Super Mario World at Universal in
Oh,
Tokyo.
that'll be fun, man. Yeah.
But my wife is pregnant, so she can't go on rides. So
you really need to go on rides, though. I mean, you can just walk around and get the.
Do I want to pay all that money to not be able to go on any rides? I don't know.
Grown ass man, you don't need to go on damn rides.
Then I don't have to pay all the money. Then that's what I'm saying. Like, it's fine. It's like if I'm gonna pay the money,
still be cool to see the Mario stuff. I mean,
we don't even when we do that stuff. We don't even go on that many rides. But I like to, dude. The Harry Potter ride's awesome. I would go on the Harry Potter ride again.
I don't even know what that is.
The Harry Potter attraction at Universal?
I've never seen it.
I've been to it in Florida. It's awesome, man. So none of that stuff is really worth the wait times you have to do. That's for sure. But
yeah, you need to buy the fast pass for an extra like 200.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that either. But anyway, I know with Tokyo, Japan, they offer a Twilight Pass in Tokyo. You know, you can just go for the last. Nice. Yeah, they sell a Twilight Pass. It's good for the last 4 hours the park is open, so it's at a reduced rate. And that's all I want to go for anyway. Is like go for a few hours and you go when it's night and you see the fireworks and whatever. It's cool. But like I said,
are you gonna hit up any of those vending machines while you're over there?
What vending machines? Like perverted vending machines?
Yeah, yeah. At least take some photos of them, dude.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Do like a video.
What vending machines are we talking about?
Like the panty vending machines. Like you buy like women's panties out of.
Oh, I mean, I'm with my wife, dude. I mean, yeah, I'll totally buy a pair of used stinky panties and sniff them in front of her. You know, Tom, yeah, see it, or Super Sentai for my Toku bros out there. Hell yeah, dude. No, I'm gonna try this weekend to curate a whole bunch of sites I want to go see, like maybe film related or even stuff like that. Then I want to try and see if I can go visit, because while we have stuff mapped out, we're going to be there 16 days. I don't want to plan too much. Like we have a couple of places we know we're going to go and different places we're going to like travel to. But I mean, there's going to be huge blocks of time where, okay, we're going to be in this day. Let's just explore that day and let's explore that day. And so I need to look for,
are you going to go to Okinawa?
Probably not.
Okay.
We're probably not going to do Okinawa. But you know, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna stay at one of those traditional Japanese hotels where, you know, they take care of you. You basically have, you know, you sleep on futons, and they have you have like a maid, someone that takes care of you and pampers you while you stay there, and they host you for dinner. And then, you know, we have that like private hot spring spa in the room that has the overlook outside. And, you know, we should be able to see Mount Fuji from where we're going to be. You know, we're going to be close to Mount Fuji. So, but we'll be staying in Tokyo, and that's going to be like our home base. We're going to stay in Shinjuku as you should. I mean, that's kind of like the
you can go on to the Railway Museum, Kyoto.
Yeah, we might go to Kyoto. I don't know, man. I've already been looking at this shit. We don't have to look at. I've already been looking at all this stuff. I've got a
ton of amusement parks.
Yeah, but like you said, I'm grown adults here. I want to go see a concert.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying I want to go see Dark Tranquility while I'm there, because they're going to be. I've never seen a concert in Japan, and but buying concert tickets in Japan is a pain in the ass because you can't buy them from here. You can't.
I thought you saw Lamb of God in Japan.
That was China.
Oh, in China. Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen a show in Japan, and but you can't easily buy tickets from here. Yeah, there's services that like there's proxy services where you can pay somebody in Japan to buy the ticket for you and send it, you know, but it just costs extra money. And like there, it's weird. You have to literally go to like the Don Quixotes or the 7-Elevens, the gas station to buy tickets. Like they have like these vending machines in the quick shops that they have. They're just like the land of quick trip stores. And I don't really know how it works yet. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to like bank that there's still going to be tickets. I guess if it's sold out, that's fate. But the second day we're there, we'll go to Shibuya. We'll just make that the first place we go explore. And I'll go make sure to go by the venue, and I'll try and ask them like, hey, can I buy a ticket from you? If not, how do I do it? Me want ticket. See, good show. How do I do it?
You can go on that ropeway. That looks pretty cool.
What's that?
The second longest cable car in the world. It like goes like past Mount Fuji and everything.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen all that. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna go up that far. I don't know if it's worth it. She's pregnant, you know. I'm trying to like go easy on her.
Yeah.
You know, I got to kind of dance around it, but I'm just kind of happy. I don't like to plan a bunch of shit. We've planned a bunch of stuff for her sake, but I just like to go there and see what happens. I don't like to, you know, I don't like to plan stuff too hard.
What's she gonna eat if she can't eat fish?
Well, she's gonna eat everything else but fish. They don't just fucking eat fish there, Todd. I mean, yeah, it's the land of fresh sushi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The thing is like you can't. They say you shouldn't eat fish because the mercury thing, but it's really because of contaminants. But this is the land of fresh sushi. Everything they're making is caught like that day. They're getting it from the wharfs that day. It's super fresh. So she still won't, I'm sure, but I don't know, man. She might be tempted to partake once, but you know, the thing is she's in the second trimester, so it's not like I don't know. It's like, isn't it the first trimester where it's like the biggest threat of miscarrying a kid and stuff like that?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
That's what they say.
Been many years for me.
Anyway, all I know is I'm going to be eating sushi. I'm not going to go down with the ship. That's for sure.
She was sucking down those oysters.
Dude, I don't do oysters.
Why?
It's not fucking worth it. I'm not doing it. I mean, when we went to San Diego in June, we ate that, you know, there's so many seaside restaurants there, beachside, there's so many of them, and they're all like dog friendly. So that's why we took our dog there. Cause it's like, oh, he basically ate, and everywhere has like a dog menu. Cause everything's dog friendly, bike friendly. Cause everything's beachside. Everything is. And, I ate oysters at this really cool place on the beach in San Diego, but they're not worth the money. They're all right. They're not great, and they're not worth the chance of getting sick, even though there's stuff there's fresh too. Like I've heard too many horror stories of people getting violently ill from oysters and even dying from oysters.
Well, what's the currency exchange like? Is it going to be expensive, like really expensive to go out and stuff?
No, this is why we're going to Japan now, because the Japanese yen has been dog shit in the toilet for a couple years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically, it's the American dollar is like worth double than the last time I went to Japan, like years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, so the yen is suffering, so it's the cheapest time to go. But anyhow, how's everybody doing? Talk to us, Tom. How you doing, man? We got other people in the chat. Make yourselves be known. Riverman and I were chatting about a couple of movies coming out. He was wanting to do this new Corey Feldman movie called The Birthday as our next commentary. That looks, I watched it. I'm like, you know what? This actually doesn't look like a bad movie.
Corey Feldman acts like the water boy the whole time.
I mean, yeah, his voice and stuff, but the actual production value, it kind of felt like, I mean, you know, it's still an indie flick because the studio's behind it, whatever, but the production value was there. I'm like, this doesn't look half bad.
Do you see the runtime?
No, was it bad?
2 hours.
Why?
Yeah, I know.
Why?
That's kind of turned me off. I'm like, ugh.
You know, speaking of Creepshow 2, which Todd's got the Creepshow 2 banner here for some reason.
This is the pre-show.
It's the pre-show. The pre-cum. So speaking of Creepshow, Stephen King actually said something I agree with him on, because I typically don't agree with anything he says. He's an old windbag and he's kind of a fucking moron, but he said something that made sense. He was talking about the Monkey, because that new King film, The Monkey, is coming out based off a King novel or a short story. And he was saying, he was talking about how it was 90 minutes flat. And he's like, it's the perfect runtime. He's like, because he's like with a horror movie, don't waste anybody's time. Like movies don't need to be longer than that. 90 minutes is the perfect runtime. Get in, scare people, do your thing, and get out. And
Unless it's The Shining or something like that. But I mean, it's not going to be that.
Which is a lot coming from the guy that writes, that doesn't know when to end his novels.
Yeah.
But, whatever. A book is not a movie. But I agree with them. We talk about that all the time. It's like 90 minutes, dude. Yeah, you can have The Shining. There's certain things that justifies the runtime.
Absolutely.
But they used to be the exception, not the fucking rule. Now it's like that is the low bar. I mean, 2 hours is the new 90 minutes, right? Which only means 2 hours 15 is what used to be the hour 45. 2.5 is it's just gotten so ridiculously long. So I kind of hate that you told me that film and movie's 2 hours.
I did see something interesting. They're coming out with a television show for Phenomena. It's getting its own series adaptation.
Why? And is that gonna be a Shudder thing? Who's gonna put that out?
It's an Italian production, so somebody in Italy, I believe.
So it's not going to be here. They're not going to get it. Is it going to show here?
Oh, I'm sure it'll show here, but at least it's not getting picked up in the States.
Yeah, that's stupid. I'm not looking forward to Crystal Lake TV series either. I think they were talking about how Velma Jinkies, what's her name? Linda Cardinelli or whatever her name is. She's from the Scooby-Doo movies. She was in talks to be in it. And I just don't care. Why we got to make shows off all this stuff? Just make a good movie.
Yeah, I'm not a big show person anymore.
Well, I mean, the thing is you like shows. You say that, but we all get sucked into shows. I like shows. We all watch shows. Shows are what's good for me and the wife. Like, she likes series, so it's that's fine. But like, just make a good movie.
Well, the only thing I've seen recently is the Cobra Kai. I finished that up.
Yeah, we've been over that for a couple of years. We didn't even watch it. I haven't watched the last couple seasons.
It's still fun, man. I enjoyed the whole series. I'm glad they made it, and I'm not gonna hate on it.
I'm not gonna hate on it either. But I kind of got
food, dude. It's fun.
I kind of got over. I got over the shtick after a couple of years. It's like, all right,
they ended it really well, my opinion.
Meanier thinks what's gonna suck, the Crystal Lake or the Phenomena show? Look, the Bates Motel show is good. It's not that they can't make a series out of it.
My wife just got done watching. That's a good show.
Bates Motel.
Yeah, she's seen it. She's watched it like 3 or 4 times already.
Oh wait, it's too what? You said it's too what? Too long?
It's a lot of seasons, isn't it? Isn't it like 8 seasons?
Maybe, I don't even remember. And like it goes way past he kills his mom.
Yeah.
Because like, Vera Farmiga or whatever her name is, the Norma, she's a critical part of the show, obviously. But there's a point where when he kills her, it almost seems like that should be the end.
Yeah.
Of the series, kind of come full circle. But there is more after the story. It's like, but yeah, it goes on a long time. But I love the show. I thought it was fantastic. I think it's really, really good. So yeah, they could make a story at a Crystal Lake, but I feel like there was just more to Psycho to actually justify a series, right?
Yeah.
But look, what are they going to do with Jason? We get it. There was counselors. His mom was there.
Are they going to put Pamela Voorhees in there or no?
I'm pretty sure I'm sure the Jankies, Velma's probably going to play a young Pamela. That's what I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
But like, what are they really going to do? So they have to build on the lore and stuff like that. Whereas
Jason as a boy, all that stuff.
I'm just not interested. It's going to be a period piece, or are they just going to make it happen now? I have no idea. That would be a shame if they did it now. Because who goes to camp anymore? But
that's true.
I mean, no, they'd be fools not to tap into the 80s, or actually be like, what, 76? When was he a little kid? 60s? Probably 60s.
Yeah, 60s, 70s.
So they'd be a fool not to at least capitalize and make it interesting like that. Yeah, if they make it now, it's going to suck extra because you're going to have a bunch of Gen Z kids in it with like weird crossfades and broccoli haircuts and they them pronoun. No, I don't want to do that. I try
to find a summer camp for my kid, like overnight, for like a month. They don't have those. I couldn't find any unless it's like a church camp or something like that.
So you just wanted to go for like overnight or a weekend, like a small one?
No, like because I used to go for like a month
Mm.
to like camps and stuff and like sleep like they did. You know, my mom shipped me off to one of those places. I had a lot of fun for a month.
It's a fat camp.
But, yeah,
They can be
I
quite
wish I would have
addicting.
went to that. I snuck in some Oreos.
Chipmunks download. Yeah, no, I never got to go to camp. I just I've told this story in the past, I think, but when in my elementary school, what they did for everybody when they hit 5th grade is everybody got to do what they called outdoor ed. And so and we all couldn't wait to get to 5th grade. It was like the christening. They were like seniors to us. And you know, it's funny, like seniors, and they move on to another school when they're in the 6th grade. It's so weird, but it is like every school you go to, you look at whoever the top of the heap is, and they're so old, like they're so mature. And I couldn't wait to get to 5th grade because we got to do outdoor ed, and our time came, and it basically they just kind of go for like a weekend or whatever. And that's the story I told with my principal. He was in our bunkhouse. My principal slept in my bunk right above me, dude. So they were like taking showers with the prince. It's fucking weird. You know, in hindsight, it wasn't ideal.
Well, I mean, we used to like, of course, we had the bunkhouse, and the thing smelled like
Yeah.
a giant fart the whole time, dude. Because all
Hell
the
yeah.
kids would just be like lighting them up the whole time. I feel bad for the counselors, dude, having to deal with that.
Like I said, I feel bad for my principal was our chaperone, but like we all thought he was a PDF file because that's the guy I told you was running his hands down the girls, our backs, the kids. He would come in from the cold, and he thought it was like, haha, cold hand, funny. He'd come up behind us, we're like doing our schoolwork. We're like in elementary school, and he would put his hand down our shirt and rub our bare back and make it so, whoa, and haha, funny, I got you. He's got wood or something, you know, he's getting off on it. He's doing that just so he can think about us in the shower that night, dude. Like, oh yeah, he's just making a deposit in that mental fucking spank bank. And it's just disgusting. And anyway, he was in the bunk above me, and I remember that was the story where one of my friends, his name was Tom, was telling me a ghost story, and he was basically just reciting. He just saw Pinocchio's Revenge. It was brand new, Pinocchio, and he was telling me the story of the evil Pinocchio, and I was scared shitless. And he was telling the story, and we're like all laying in bed, and you hear like the owl outside, and he was like talking. He's like, and I'm thinking like Mr. Marbles. And I remember he's like, okay, time to go to bed. And it's like lights out, and I'm fucking scared. And I couldn't shut up. And my principal's right above me. And I remember just going, hey, Tom, you still awake? Yeah. You don't think Pinocchio's here, do you? Like, and I couldn't let it go because I was scared. And I remember my principal just going, Aaron, go to sleep, or I'm going to come down there and fucking molest you. No, just kidding. Go to sleep.
So I went to a week camp, so like for a week or whatever with church, and I was actually afraid of taking a shit in one of the outhouses because of sleepaway camp too.
Sleepaway camp too.
So I held it for a whole week as a kid, dude. And then I had to take a 11-hour bus ride back. So it was like down in Colorado, somewhere in Colorado that we went. It was like 11 hours. And like, yeah, I didn't go for a week. And the second I got home, and it was I was painting porcelain. Let's just say that.
That's so funny because we're basically giving you guys our own Creepshow stories.
Yeah,
dude, I was up into that point in the 5th grade. I was never more scared than I was that night. I could not sleep because I was deathly scared. It was just like you'd imagine from the movies. I'm at camp, and yeah, you hear the tree branches blowing against the fucking side of the bunkhouse, and you see the full moon out, and I'm hearing stuff, you know, and I can't sleep. And I remember there's a point where everybody was asleep, and I'm still not asleep, and I just had nightmares. I could not sleep. And Mutineer, yeah, I agree with you, man. I don't need to see a bunch of soap opera drama like what they're gonna do. Yeah, Pamela's gonna have like a breakup or something. I don't want them to humanize her. I get it. She was a human. Pamela Voorhees was young once, but they're gonna do it like Norma Bates, which I like the Bates Motel. But Norma Bates, we only saw her as, well, we never saw her. We just saw her through Norman with the wig and the voice and stuff like that. But then you see her young and hot, and she's a real woman with real problems, and she's dating and stuff. I'm not saying like that wouldn't be realistic, but I don't want to see it, man. I don't want to see it for Pamela Voorhees. That's for damn sure.
One more thing real quick before we end the story, what creeped me out at camp. So we had to sleep in bunk beds, of course, and these were like the mesh chain linked bunk beds where like, you know, you had the fat kid that like slept over you and the thing like
yeah,
went down like where it's almost touching you, dude.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you're like you're afraid it's gonna break and then he's just gonna come crashing down on you in the middle of the night. So that always freaked me. I could never sleep because I always had the fat kid on top. And then if I
why did they delegate it that way? Like why? Because they didn't want to single anybody out. Like, hey,
I didn't want the top bunk because I was always afraid to roll off the damn thing because I'm like a side sleeper, you know.
They didn't have a guard.
No, they don't have guards. No.
Yeah, it's not like a kiddie bed. Yeah, that is freaked me out. I've never slept on a top bunk either. I was always in the bottom, but luckily for me, Mr. DeBerry was skinny as a rail. Mr. DeBerry. But no, I can imagine though. But you don't think they'd be like, hey, you know, hey, Chunk or whatever they called the fat kid. You got to take the bottom bunk, man. It's just the way, just the dice you rolled in life.
Was either roll off or gets freaking smashed by Chunk.
Yeah, you ever see that bit in Black Sheep?
Yeah.
Black where what is it? It starts hailing the no roofs like, I get top bunk. Shut up, Richard. And then it falls because the whole thing's like sinking, and it's just like the mattress is coming through. It's so funny. I die laughing every time I see that. That Hannibal show they made had good production, but it was too much. It was like the whole world full of Lecter style killers. So I watched that with the lady years ago, and I know she liked it, and I was watching it with her, and she had seen it before, I think. And I was into it, but like I stopped. I couldn't get past. I think I stopped after one season. It didn't grab me enough.
Yeah, I bet the Child's Play show. I couldn't get into that either.
I watched the first. Yeah, I just watched the first season. No, wait. Yeah, I just watched the first season of the Child's Play show. Or did I watch 2? What's the one where it ended where there was all the Chuckies? I can't remember if that was the end of the first season or the second season, but I know I didn't finish it. I didn't watch the third. You know, it's just a bit much. I don't know. I like my horrors movies. Yeah, Adrian, the bottom bunk Mendoza. That's what they call him at camp.
Are you a power bottom bunk?
Hey, so you know, Mendoza, I have to ask you an honest question. I gotta ask you a real question because I've always been curious to this. It's so funny because you know you can't police everything, right? All people can do is what they can realistically do, right? They segregate the bathrooms. You got men's room, girls' room, locker rooms, etc. That's all you can really do. So I always thought about this and I'm not even talking about like modern politics. Even as a kid, I thought, wow, if you just happen to be gay, you just fucking you just luck out in life, dude. Because you know what I mean? Because they know, everybody knows, well, there's gay men, there's gay women, but they still like, where else are we gonna put them? You just get lucky because they separate the women and the guys because of obvious reasons. But if you just happen to like the same sex, you just fucking won in your life. I'm your world.
Well, I don't think you won. It wouldn't be a turn on to walk into a stinky bathroom, dude, with somebody you like.
But guys fucking literally live for the stink hole. So like, don't they like the stink?
I'm just saying, like,
I don't know, maybe Mendoza.
That's like walking in, you know, a girlfriend or a wife or something, and you smell the bathroom. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's different. I don't know.
I don't.
Mendoza will have to let us know.
But the thing is locker rooms don't really. You're not in the fucking stalls. Yeah, I guess if you go near the stalls and stuff,
you get in a stall, dude.
Why would you go in a stall with another guy?
No, if you're in the stall next to him, I mean, it doesn't smell pleasant.
That's a bathroom. I'm talking about like a locker room. You can avoid the shitters in a locker room if you really want to.
Yeah, no, I agree.
If you go in the locker room where people are just changing, they don't stink. Just stay away from the shitters. So like, whatever. I mean, like if you were like Barbara Bush, if you're like Screech and you got to go into the women's locker room dressed like a girl, you know, Saved by the Bell style, just don't go near that part. Just like stay in the locker room and change, and you would just get like your free peek of everything. But who knows? You might get girls being really comfortable, just breaking ass, like doing stuff they don't do around guys. Like it'd be like the what's it called? The
Taco Twins, dude.
The Taco Twins.
Yeah,
which is so funny because I rewatched Detroit Rock City and I'm like, they just took the Taco Twins from Detroit. They do the same bit in Detroit Rock City where they go.
I'll have to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, they do the same. Well, it's not exactly the same, but it's overall the same bit where there's like the hall security of their school. It's not college, it's high school. And I just want to talk, and they're chasing them because they're supposed to be like in detention or whatever, and they run. They're trying to evade them, just like in Harold and Kumar. And then they go into the girls' bathroom, and then they evade the guy in the girls' bathroom. But then a girl comes in and they hide in the stall, and it's one girl, and they start looking over like, ooh, and
yeah,
she
okay,
starts
I do remember
blowing it
that.
up, and it's the same thing. It's the same bit.
That was always a great bit.
Yeah, it's a great movie. That's so funny. Oh no, I'm delicate. I'm too scared to check out guys at locker rooms. Well, oh yeah, I mean, you probably just treat it like you do with like women or anybody does in real life, where you don't want to like stare at somebody in public.
Yeah.
You just kind of like do the don't look.
It's like
don't
the
make
sun. You don't look at it, right?
Yeah, don't make it look obvious. But there's a hot chick at 6 o'clock. You don't rubberneck, but you just kind of like, you're casual about it. Do what you got to do. I just would think that
the older you get, the less you care. So you do more rubbernecking, I'm sure.
I just think if it was co-ed, you just couldn't help but do a clever, like, not stare, but a graze, like go look at the clock. And on the way to the clock, you see tits.
Be like, hey, you're wanting to watch, bastard. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, and you put it next to her tits. Oh yeah, I'm wearing a watch right in front of the tits, dude. I've smelled some pretty putrid places for sex. Yeah, I mean, truck stops and glory holes. I mean, those can't smell good. Like those truck stops, dude. Oh, like they never keep those up. Well, I don't know.
They bathe in the truck stops. I mean, they have showers in there.
I've seen some pretty impressive truck stops, actually. Like,
they're getting a lot nicer. Let me tell you,
they're getting a lot nicer. But the stereotypes from back in the day, it's like the city, the state, whoever fucking like upkeeps them, they just let them go to shit. I mean, and
the ones that Seabass hangs out in.
Yeah, wasn't that like a 7-Eleven?
I guess, but I mean, I'm sure there's Seabass in the truck stops.
Locker rooms to me always smell like balls. I think I'm just immune to it. Probably because I'm just like, I smell like balls. It's like, you must be your upper lip, son.
You used to eat boiled chicken and boiled eggs, dude. So yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think I'm immune to it. And maybe that's like a pheromone thing. Like they talk about pheromones, and then for women, the pheromones are in the hair for guys. And I think it's just we subconsciously block certain things out. And then for guys to women, isn't the pheromones in the armpits, which is weird. It's really gross. Yeah, for women, they come. It's the hair. That's for
they like the smell of a guy's hair.
No. For men to women, it's the pheromones come from the women's hair. Okay. That's where it's from. Like the pheromones that, make you sniff out, I smell pussy. Where's it at? Give me some. And then for women, I guess our pheromones come out of our armpits, which is weird.
Really?
It's not like, hey, I want to smell the stinky armpits. It's the pheromones. I don't think it's,
yeah. That's
anyway,
it. I didn't know that.
Ask your wife. Like, how's this?
She wakes up in the morning and there's a clump of hair is on her face.
But no, man, my creep show, we've got our own creep show tales, man. I don't know, I don't think I ever finished telling my ghost stories. I have a whole bunch, but I don't think anything really tops that fucking basement, man. That's my creep show for life, man. That sleeping in that basement, just being so fucking scared to go upstairs and to pass that storage hole, dude, where the ghosts live, dude.
Oh yeah.
I told you, like, I remember one time I had to. Todd made me think of it because he said, "Oh, I would hold it because I didn't want the leeches to get me or whatever in fucking sleepaway camp." So we wouldn't use the fucking shitter or whatever. And I was so the bathroom was upstairs. We didn't have a bathroom in the basement where my grandmother chained us up and kept us, basically. And so I remember I had to go so bad, and I'm like, I'm not going over there. I'm not going upstairs. I'm not going through that area where I know it is. I'm not doing it. So I remember I would wake up in the middle of the night, and I would just piss in the toy box. I would literally piss. I'd be like, well, I can't piss my bed. I can't piss myself, because that'll just like expose me, and then I'll be a bedwetter, and then they'll be like, whatever, it'll turn to a whole thing. So I get up and I'm like, well, no one will notice this. And then But my brother would be like, God, I'd piss all over his coloring books. He'd do the next day. It's fucking yeah, it's like whatever.
Oh, I bet that room stunk so bad.
Dude, I would just get up and like I had this thing. I think it's the same thing I tapped into. Like, why is my fucking
you're a little blurry. Hey, I refocus it, dude.
I don't know how to do that. How do I refocus
it? Looks a little better.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the same mentality of what I had in the diarrhea house where I do this stuff that I'm totally coherent. I'm doing it, but I somehow convince myself, you know what, this is just a dream. Because it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I piss in a toy box? Probably because I felt like I had no other option. But even if I had no other because I feel like, oh, this will actually be hidden for a little bit. It won't be like just a puddle on the floor the next morning. I won't be pissing myself. I don't know if that's my like train of thought, but it's the same thing when I shit in that basement because I remember vividly freaking out. But for some reason, I thought it was I thought it was a better idea to just walk away and pretend like it never happened than scrounge for anything I could, like cleaning products to try and do anything. Like what I had to my advantage was time. It was the middle of the night. Everybody's sleeping. I've got 7 hours before people wake up, 6 hours. I use that time. And I didn't like, it was just so messy. And like I said, I took my friend's Toy Story hand puppet, and I trying to wipe up the shit. And it just made it. Why did I think that was a good idea? What was I planning on to do with the hand puppet? Throw it away? You know what I mean? And I remember I just discarded the hand puppet. I didn't even throw the hand puppet away. So what they found was just a fucking massacre in there. And then they would have found the hand puppet covered in shit. So it obviously looked like he came in here, he did this, and then he took my son's hand puppet and smeared shit all over, and then he just left the hand puppet there. So he, you know what I mean? Like it was pretty obvious.
That's brutal.
But yeah, there was something in my brain that now I can't believe I did it. Instead, first of all, I should have ran away in the night. I should have literally left their house in the middle of the night. This is before alarms. This is before I could have just left the house. And I think I entertained all those ideas. I was still pretty young, man. I mean, I would have been, I guess I was either 12 or almost 12. So maybe, but like this was in Elkhorn and I didn't live in Elkhorn anymore. I lived in, where we went to school. And so I didn't know how to what was I going to do? We didn't have cell phones. I knew the old neighborhood, but like, what am I going to do? Walk out of the neighborhood? I don't know where to fucking go. I don't have any money. Like, I thought about wandering around all night long in my neighborhood and just like sleep at the school in the park, whatever I had to do. I probably could have got away with it just long enough to where I could figure out how to call like my mom in the morning or whatever.
Why didn't you just run out to the park and drop a Duke and then come back?
That's not how it works. Like, that's not when you get, I'm going to run all the way to the park, dude. It wasn't that.
Or just go outside, dude.
I woke up.
I was the dog. I don't know.
I woke up and had a violent attack, dude. It's like, oh,
I'd be
like
crawling out the front door just to get outside.
You know what's funny is I could have prevented the whole thing because I was a really shy kid, and I would have made it if I went to the bathroom on the main level, which I was sleeping on right down the hall. But I didn't want to because I was a shy kid. And his parents weren't the most warm, welcoming people. They never really talked to me. They never they never showed interest in me. Weird. No, they were kind of awkward, and they never I just kind of felt like a burden to them.
I mean, if you had a kid sleeping over, you'd think you want to get to know him.
I felt like I was kind of a burden. But you know what? I also might be remembering it a certain way because I also was not. I was kind of shy, but they were just so weird, and they never ever really tried to get to know me. And I was probably like that friend. They're like, your friend's weird. That's how my grandparents were to him. Like, he's a weird kid. But they were just kind of weird. Anyway, I was so nervous because you know how the split level homes are in those neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they had a shared bathroom. No, 2 entries. So you go in that main. They had a ranch style split level home. I could have went in the shitter, but on the other side of the wall was their bedroom, the parents. And they had a door that led from their room into the bathroom. There was 2 doors, one from the hallway and one from their bedroom. So if I could go back in time, I would just go in there, lock their fucking door, and just blow my brains out in that toilet. And just that's a better outcome. Worst they could do is they can hear me shitting in the middle of the night. Whatever, whatever.
Yeah, I've been
But
fine.
you're really shy. Yeah, I was shy. So I'm like, no, I can't do there. And I tried to make a run for it and I gunned for the basement, and that's where I failed because I barely didn't make it. So I went in there. I've said this before. I got to the bathroom downstairs, all the way at the end of the basement, down the stairs. I opened up the seat and I fucking went to go put my ass down, and I was like, boom! I didn't make it. My pants were around my ankles. Mendoza loves that. And then I was still like sitting up. I'm like hinged. I didn't make it, and I just shotgun blasted the walls. So I was literally, it's one of those things where I was just a second away from glory. So close. And I should have just stayed upstairs and just faced the music. But for some reason, I thought it was a better idea to the hand puppet failed. This clearly isn't cleaning up shit. And I probably felt just as weird as a kid digging through all their cleaning products. And I don't know how to clean, dude. I don't know. What am I thinking? I don't know how to get stains out.
Yeah,
I'm thinking as an adult now. It's not easier said than done.
You pour bleach all over their carpet. I mean, or fun.
But I thought, well, I literally went upstairs, went into his bedroom. This is what I'm telling you about. I'm totally aware of what's going on. I took off my shitty clothes, like I've said. I balled them up and I threw them behind his dresser. I stole one of his outfits and I went back to bed in the living room. And my plan was, all right, well, I remember like thinking all night, well, when they wake up, they're going to go to church. That's the first thing they do. They never made me go to church. So I'm like, that's what I was thinking, because they never made me go to church. I always slept over on a Saturday, Sunday, and they always just let me stay home until they came back. And I just hung out in their basement playing video games. And I'm like, all right, that's my opportunity. And I'm just going to pray to God nobody goes in the basement to go to the bathroom, because they all sleep upstairs. And, why would they? I mean, I guess there was always a chance that someone was using the other one, but I was willing to accept my odds there. And I'm like, all right, so they're going to go to church. They're going to leave me here like normal. And then my plan was, and then when they leave, I'm going to fucking call my mom and I'm going to leave. And I'm just going to make it, I'm just going to make my escape then. And that's when the next morning I thought I was home free. I remember sitting in my my friend's room and thinking, okay, cool, they're getting ready to church. And then I heard his mom complaining, and my buddy comes in there and he's like, she wants you to go to church with us. I'm like, what?
Oh,
she's like, yeah, she threw a fucking wrench in my fucking cock, dude.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why? He's like, yeah, she thinks it's rude that you always come here and you don't go to church with us. I'm like, I'm not Catholic. But I'm like, okay. And I'm like, fucking Newman, like I have to go to church. So she foiled my plans. And I remember going to church and she made me fucking take mass and do all that shit. Yeah. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not Catholic, dude. She made me get in the pews and do the fucking knees, and I had to go take the body. I'm not
going
Catholic.
to confessional as well?
No, I didn't do that. I had to jerk off a priest, dude. It was like his dad warmed me up for that. Like, you got to go through me. You got to faith me first before you get to the final boss. But
that's terrible,
he had a lisp, dude. He's like, oh. Anyway, I remember the whole time thinking at church, I should have taken that opportunity to pray to God, like, please let me get out of this.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, well, now, okay, we're gonna go home, and as soon as I get home, I need to fucking book it. And whatever. The story's history. You guys all know. We got home instant. As soon as we walked through the door, I forgot about his older brother who lived downstairs in the basement. As soon as we walked in the door, I heard, "Mom!" And he was like a college kid. And that's like, oh shit. But it's my fault. I had a million opportunities.
Yeah.
My main opportunity was to leave in the middle of the night. I should have fucking did that.
Yeah, I would have done that.
It seems weird. Like, why did he disappear in the middle of that? But they were gonna see my shit.
Then they would understand.
They're gonna be like, oh, I get it.
Yeah,
like
I would too. I sneak out too.
I should have just like wandered around all night. I would have rather done that, but I think I was nervous about that too. Everything was scaring me. Like, there's no good alternative here. I wish I was
the police helicopter looking for you.
I wish I was a smarter kid, because I should have left in the middle of the night and left him a John Deere letter. Like,
you should have, dude.
Like, do you have insurance? I'm sorry. Like Mr. Duncan's toy chest, dude. Sorry, I destroyed your bathroom. Do you have insurance? I'm sorry. Take the turtle shits. But I wish I could have, like, now as an adult, I wish I could go back in time and be in that scenario and redo it. Like, oh, Aaron, this is how you do it. First, I would, first of all, if I really shit myself, I would just be like,
You still
Ben's
need
dad,
to get your friend on the show, man. I want to
Ben's
hear his
dad, I'm
point of view.
sorry, man. I would talk to it man to man. Like, it'd be like if I did it in your house or if you did it in my house, you could come to me, Todd. Sometimes stuff happens, and they food poisoned my ass. It was them.
Oh, what was it? What was it that made you?
They cooked like breakfast food for dinner, like I don't know, was it a sausage or whatever it was.
Eggs?
They food poisoned my ass, dude. No, I woke up in the middle of the night. But if you did that to me as an adult and you were staying here, just come to me. I mean, yeah, it's fucking gross, but like, we'll get it worked out. It's fine. Sometimes shit happens. You lose control of your bowels, literally, and
Funny
whatever.
story, yeah.
I just, oh hell no, I just sneak out. Absolutely. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking moron. And the whole time where I was waiting for my mom to come pick me up, because now my friend's mom called my mom to come pick me. Now it's like I was just like locked in his room thinking of ways to escape his bedroom.
What did your mom say when she found out?
Well, she never did.
Oh, I'm sure his mom called your mom.
No, so I take it back. She made me call my mom, so I got away without.
Oh.
And my plan was, I didn't want any interactions between the two. So I'm like, as soon as I was waiting in his room out of sight. I didn't want to look them in the eye. And I was thinking, I'm in my friend's room and his bedroom window faces like the driveway. So I can see my mom pulling up. And I'm thinking like, the main thing I want to do right now is not be in this house. And if I could, I would leave this house, walk like 2-3 blocks away to my old elementary school in the neighborhood, and I would wait for my mom there. But I couldn't face him. I couldn't leave the room and walk through the house in the living area and look him in the fucking face. The walk of shame, dude.
Oh no, that's the ultimate walk of shame.
You have to realize that the last time I saw his mom and dad was literally in the car on the way home from church.
Yeah.
I never saw him, because we get home, the older brother yells. She leaves the scene to go talk to him, and I'm fucking nervous, and I go into his room with him, and we're like hanging out. We don't know what's going on. I know what's up. He doesn't. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit.
You didn't tell him about it?
No.
Like, hey, dude.
Nope. No. Anyway, he didn't even notice I was wearing his clothes, like Pulp Fiction.
That's weird.
They're your clothes. I didn't even dress like me. He wore like fucking Hawaiian shirts and fuck. I'm like, I'm literally dressed in his fucking clothes. But I remember, so she calls him. They go and answer to him. We just go. He leads us. We're going to his room to hang out, look at magazines, whatever we did. And then I literally never saw his mom again. I hear, bah! She yelled his name from outside. I'm hearing it from outside his room. He goes out. She's yelling at him. And then he's kind of like the liaison. He comes in and, she tells him to come downstairs. And I remember my friend comes in, he's got banana gloves on. She's making my friend clean it up. Right. I told you. And so I never saw her. I just kept seeing him kind of check in on me in the room, and I'm like hiding away. I remember him coming in with like banana gloves and stuff like that, and him going,
did he have a clothespin on his nose too?
I don't know. I just remember going, why? That's what he said. Like, why? And it's
you text him that. Why?
And then I would just kind of like hear her kind of like like a character you never see in a sitcom. You just hear their voice. And then I remember like he would check on me, and he would go out, and I would hear him in the hallway. Where's his mom? He's overstayed his welcome. She's taking too long. So yeah, like I didn't see them.
They said that?
Yeah. I heard his mom in the fucking hallway.
Oh my God.
They never came in the room to face me.
Huh.
But like, so I'm just like nervous. So the last time I saw his parents, looked him in the eye, everything was good. I just got back from church. And so I never saw him since then. So the last thing I wanted to do was when my mom pulled up, I didn't want to fucking see him for the first time after they saw all my shit and what I did to their house. And so, yeah, I was like, I was like, as soon as my mom gets here, I'm going to bust out of my friend's window and just like jump, roll over his fucking hedges and just escape that way. I was thinking about my escape plan the whole time I was there, because I felt like I was in a cell. And I couldn't do that. And, my mom pulled up, and it sucked, dude, because I didn't want them to come out and say anything to my mom because I knew she would. And our family car at the time fucking had no muffler. So you can hear that bitch coming 2 miles down the road. Boom, 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 boom. Until it pulls up. Like, God. So as soon as she pulled up, I fucking just swallowed my pride and darted out the fucking, I didn't make eye contact.
Like, go, Mom, go.
Yeah, go. Mom, stop the car. And and so, and it's literally like T-1000. His mom's running down the street. Dun, 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 dun. No.
With her banana gloves on, dude.
Yeah, banana gloves. She's got shit all over her apron, dude. But no, I was able to fucking skirt out, get in the car, drive off. And, it was just like, so how did you have fun? Just drive, Mom, drive.
It was great.
half mile down the road, they slit his throat. It was a good one. Like, it was one of those things where, like, she's like, oh, yeah, I gotta pee. We can't stop now. I'm like, exactly. You gotta go farther. But it was honestly the best feeling in the world to escape.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, I wasn't even thinking about that. My friendship's over. Like my best young childhood friend. I wasn't even thinking about that because in the moment that would come later. It's like when the realization came in. But all I cared about is like, wow, I am no longer in this scenario again. And the best part, well, yeah. Anyway, there's that. Oh, glad I feel like I got to get that out of my system once every couple of years to,
Yeah, you're Catholic now.
It's therapy. I'm Catholic now. You've eaten the body of Christ. I ate a fucking Triscuit cracker, but and grape juice. They didn't give us wine, dude. They gave me grape juice. But anyway, nothing against Catholics. It's just I'm not Catholic. Yeah. No, it's okay, man. It's all right. It's just part of my legacy now. Unfortunately, it's part of my story. If I ever like write an official biography, I hope that's not I hope I don't have to include that. If I have to
be the next short story or short movie.
I thought about it. I thought about writing it into like a little autobiography thing. It would have to be like either you'd have to like include it into a greater story or just make like a little short vignette. I would love it.
You can add to it. I mean, embellish a little.
Just make what like that's the center plot point, and it's all about my me seeking forgiveness, dude. The arc of
the not so great escape.
I think it'd be a good idea for a short film because it's relatable. Like when you're embarrassed and you feel like a stranger in a strange home. And I think every like kid can, and it's funny because you never know. You might have people that like, I have a story like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm lucky. I don't have, some people have like the masturbation stories. Some people are like, oh yeah, this people, I don't have those stories. Thank God. It's not like, well, I've walked in on other people. Of course, you all know my friend trying to go in look like he's going in his mouth. But I've never, had that story. Thank God. Have you?
No, I haven't either. Luckily.
Yeah. You're not even your brother or anybody?
No. My brother and I are private people.
I thought you were going to say, no, my brother and I are real close. We do it together. Same room. No big deal.
No.
It's like Zach, dude. I'll never forget when Zach told me, dude, that him and his friends, when they were kids, they all were like at a sleepover and they all just like kind of started casually jerking off under the blankets. Like, dude, that's what? Like, what do you guys want? Are you guys just kind of, what are you getting off at? Like, do you think the sound of everybody is enhancing your experience? If so, you might be a redneck, if you know what I mean. But
you about ready to start this commentary?
Todd's over. All right, guys. So pregame, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We're gonna start the Creepshow 2 commentary. Like I said, this is the monthly members only show. I'm excited to talk about it. I rewatched Creepshow 2, and this is the first time I've ever watched Creepshow 1 and 2 like back to back. And really, so now I have a real opinion on both. Like, okay, how do they stack up? What's the pluses and minuses? So I'm really excited to talk about it. I know a lot of you guys in the chat right now are members. So if not, you can hit the join button. We're going to go ahead and end this stream, and you guys are going to have to hop into the other stream that we have all set up. We're going to give it about, you need a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, hopefully we see you over there. Mendoza, Mutineer, maybe even Tom. We'll catch you guys in 5 minutes. And remember, it's never too late to join. It'll be up for everybody. Once it's done streaming, I'm going to edit it together and I'll throw it up next week for members too. You guys will have all this shit before I go to Japan. All right, guys. Later. Bye.
See you.